My friend's channel has over 8,000 watch hours and over 1,000 subscribers. Actually got demonetized. This person is actually into AI storytelling niche. So he used AI to generate his stories. He used AI to generate his the short clips and everything, and sometimes he actually used AI to generate most of the voices he actually used in his videos. And when he applied for monetization, YouTube rejected him because of reuse and repetitive content. Not like this person repeated any content on his channel, so it's very frustrating for this person to actually build his channel to that stage, and he applied and he got rejected. So instead of him giving up, what he did was actually to appeal.
So this is actually a step-by-step guide on which you can appeal for reused or repetitive content. So the very first thing you need to do is to record a video of yourself before we actually move to the screen recording part. So this is what you need to tell YouTube. Hello YouTube team, my name is Affitech. This is my channel URL being displayed on the screen. I'll be using English language. I'm the creator behind Affitech digital channel, and here is my YouTube description. On July 5th, 2025, I got a notification that my channel will be suspended from the YouTube partnership program due to reuse content. So in this video, I'm here to make an appeal and also to prove to you guys that my channel follows all of the YouTube guidelines and monetization policies, and that my channel has no reused or repetitive content. Every video on this channel is created by me with love, patience and purpose. I personally write every script from scratch. Each story is designed to tell real life lessons, promote good morals, and also inspire positive values across all ages. Let's move to the screen recording part. You now start telling YouTube that this is how you are creating your content with your smartphones. As a story and script writer, I start by coming up with a relatable script idea and title. Then I used, depending on what you are actually using for in script, right? For me, I actually use ChatGPT to write the entire script myself based on real life experience and moral lesson. Since I'm not a native English speaker, I use Google AI Studio to convert my script into a clear and a professional voiceover. This helps me to reach a global audiences and also ensure that the story is easy to understand. So after the voiceover is ready, I use image FX to actually create visual that matches my story. Sometimes I use only one main image, and the other times I use several images. After I generated the images, I enhance them with the video maker app. This is just depending on the kind of app you are actually using for your content, right? So let's assume that you have downloaded those images. That is if you're actually animating your images, right? So you actually need to upload those images here. Okay, so after I generated my images, I enhanced them with the video maker app. After that, I import those images into the CapCut app where I add motion. So you're going to be looking for animation. Like this is just depending on what, like how you create your content. If it means that you get your script from View 3, you explain using the same type of format but different thing from what I'm actually seeing, right? So I export them, I add motion effects, and at the end of the day I actually click here to export them. Then after I'm done exporting everything, I also do well to add my AI voiceover, because you are going to be saving that voiceover somewhere in your phone. So you actually show them how you add the voiceover to the images, how you add animation to those images, how you actually add a caption to those images, and also how you add a background music, do you understand, to those images. You can actually use Suno AI to create your background music, or I think it's Pixel, right? You can get a free royalty music there, which you can actually be using for your content. So you now say, I handle every part of the editing myself, from script writing to voiceover to image generation and also to final editing. I do everything myself. Everything is created from scratch, including my thumbnail. So this is where you now go to Canva or whatever app you're actually using to generate your thumbnail, to tell them or to show, how many thumbnails you've created, or how you actually created, your thumbnail. I don't reuse anyone else's content. What you actually need to do is just to come back to your face recording and speaking again, right? So you now tell YouTube that I understand and respect YouTube monetization guidelines, especially the policies on reuse content. I believe my channel fully aligns with these guidelines because each video is uniquely written, thoughtfully narrated, and visually produced to provide real value to the viewers. Thank you so much for the opportunity to appeal. I'm committed to continuing to create original, meaningful, and family safe stories that inspire, educated, and entertain people all over the world. There you have it. Just go ahead and appeal.
And guess what? It wasn't even up to 3 days. It got approved into the YouTube Partner Program. So if you're out there and you are using AI to generate your visual, you are using AI for your voices, you are using AI to bring all those short clips like that and mesh it together and produce a video. Do you know why YouTube actually said that this thing can mass produce content? Because you are not the only person that actually used the site to create those short clips. I could actually remember vividly when VO3 was out, there was this particular man and woman that was always there in that video. So tell me how hundreds of channels will be using that VO3 by just pressing a prompt, and it gives them the video to generate video, and you apply for monetization and YouTube will not reject or say that you have reused or repetitive content. YouTube doesn't hate AI content. They just want it to be real. They just want it to be authentic. They just want it to create something out of your own. Even if you are using most of this visual from AI, at least you can actually be using your own voice, right? Even if you are not using your own voice, at least you can literally be showing your face in the first 1 minute 30 seconds of the video to say something about it first before actually switching it to the AI part or tutorial or anything you're actually doing. This way YouTube sees that your content is original and authentic. So guys, here actually come the end of this video. After everything, he didn't give up. He actually appealed because he was sure that his content was created by him. Bye my loves, and I'm going to see you in my next video.